Have you ever walked into a room and felt like something was wrong? Like the air was too still, the lights too bright, the space too empty? Maybe it was a hotel hallway, an office after hours, a school at night. You can't quite explain it, but something deep in your gut tells you, you shouldn't be here. This isn't a place for humans. It looks normal, but it isn't. That's the feeling people describe when they talk about the backrooms, a space outside of time and logic, a dimension filled with endless yellow corridors, buzzing fluorescent lights, and the overwhelming smell of moist carpet. And the worst part? You don't get here by accident. You fall into it, through a glitch in reality. You no-clip out of the world as you know it. One moment you're walking through your apartment, or down a mall corridor, or waking up from a dream. The next, you're here, alone, lost, forgotten. This is the backrooms, and once you're inside, the rules of the universe no longer apply. The legend of the backrooms started as a simple image. In 2019, a user posted a photo to 4chan, a blurry shot of an empty, yellow-lit room with stained carpet, off-center lighting, and no furniture. It felt off, unsettling, like a dream you'd half remember. Below it was a single line. If you're not careful and you no-clip out of reality in the wrong areas, you'll end up in the back rooms. That's all it took. Within days, people began building on the idea. Stories, maps, escape routes, entities. The internet took that one image and turned it into an entire universe of horror. But it wasn't just fiction. It resonated because it felt real. People began to realize they'd seen places like this before, in dreams, in liminal spaces, in the corners of their childhood memories. Maybe that's the true terror of the backrooms. It's not just an idea. It's something we already know exists, deep down in the shadows of our mind. Level 0 is where it starts. This is the level shown in the original image, the lobby. It's the most iconic. Endless yellow wallpaper, buzzing lights, stained carpet, low ceilings. The rooms repeat endlessly, the floor plan is inconsistent, and there are no windows or doors leading outside. The air smells musty, like an old hotel that's been locked up for years. Some areas are damp, others are cold. The lights flicker inconsistently. Sometimes the buzzing becomes so loud it feels like it's inside your head. You can walk for hours, days, and never see a single soul. But every now and then, you'll hear footsteps behind you. Breathing. A whisper that sounds like your name. But when you turn around, there's nothing there. Or worse, there is. Most reports say level 0 is largely empty, but not safe. Entities exist here. Shadows that mimic human shapes. Things that crawl silently through the ceiling tiles. And worst of all, pockets of corruption where the rules of physics start to dissolve. Gravity shifts, lights warp, and time folds in on itself. Eventually, you may find an exit, if you can call it that, a black door, or a cracked wall, or even an elevator. And when you step through, you reach level 1, the warehouse. Here, the yellow disappears. It's colder, darker. Fluorescent lights still buzz overhead, but some are broken. The floor is concrete, wet in some places. You'll see machinery, large industrial systems humming in the distance. Pipes leak steam, vents rattle, and you're still alone. But now something feels closer. Shadows move between the racks of old storage shelves. You might see a figure standing far away, unmoving, watching. Then it disappears. Some have described creatures here, tall, black, humanoid things with no face, just a stretched mouth and heavy limbs. They don't chase, not at first, but if you stare too long, they follow. Level 2 is even more dangerous. This is where the backrooms begins to truly feel like hell. You're now in long, narrow tunnels, Endless corridors lined with hot, rusted pipes. The heat is unbearable. The air is thick with steam and the hiss of pressure valves. The deeper you go, the louder the mechanical noises become. Pumps, motors, and something else. Something breathing. Some rooms shake with vibrations. Others are completely silent, as if sound itself has been removed. And it's in these silent spots where people tend to vanish. The few who have made it back say they heard something crawling behind the walls. Something that didn't walk, but slithered. Level exclamation point is a trap. It looks like a long hallway with red exit signs flashing at the end. It appears randomly, and some survivors say it's the only level that has an escape sign. But the moment you enter, you're thrown into a high-speed chase. Something is after you. Something big. You don't get to see it. You only hear its footsteps, slamming into the floor like thunder, and the screams. That don't sound human. You run. That's all you can do, until you collapse. And then you either wake up in level 0 again, or you don't wake up at all. Over time, the Backrooms community has mapped hundreds of levels. Some are relatively harmless, some are deadly. There's level fun, which looks like a child's birthday party with balloons, cake, and confetti. But it's a trick. The moment you let your guard down, the party-goers reveal themselves. Twisted, grinning monsters that speak in sing-song voices and never stop clapping. There's level -1, a cold, snowy wilderness where time stands still. Level 188, an endless hotel that seems normal until the elevators start moving on their own. And there are secret levels, hidden rooms that you only find when you're not looking. Some of them lead deeper, some take you back, some just trap you forever. Alongside the level system, the internet gave birth to a terrifying collection of logs. Journal entries supposedly written by people trapped inside. One of the most famous reads, Day 9. The lights started speaking to me, not with word, with clicks. They blink in patterns. I think it's Morse code. I don't know what it says yet, but I think it knows my name. Another. I found a window. It showed me my apartment, my bed, me, sleeping. I knocked. My other self woke up, looked around, then smiled. I don't think I'm the original anymore. These aren't just stories. They feel like cries for help. Warnings written by those who slip between the cracks of reality and are trying to claw their way back. Then there's the found footage, a series of videos posted online, often in VHS quality, claiming to be real recordings from inside the Backrooms. The most famous of these is from YouTuber Kane Pixels. The videos show a young man testing a camera rig before accidentally falling into level 0. What follows is a deeply disturbing sequence of him wandering through endless yellow corridors, hearing noises, and finally spotting something. A tall black figure that moves unnaturally fast. The camera glitches. He runs. And then the video cuts. Millions of viewers watched, debated, analyzed frame by frame. Many accepted it as art, but others weren't so sure. Some even claimed they'd seen the same hallways in their dreams. Some said they recognized the voice in the background. A few said they remembered filming it. So what is the Backrooms? Is it just internet horror? A digital campfire story for the modern age? Or is it something more? One theory suggests we live in a simulation, and the Backrooms is what happens when you glitch out. A corrupted rendering space, a memory overflow, a folder the universe forgot to delete. Another theory says it's tied to dreams, that certain dreams don't happen in your mind, but in this place. It's why we all seem to know the Backrooms, even if we've never seen it. Maybe it's not a place you fall into. Maybe it's a place that calls to you when your mind is quiet. Others believe it's a form of purgatory, a waiting room between life and death. If your soul gets stuck, it ends up here, wandering, forgetting, dissolving. And a few believe it's real, that there are locations on Earth, old warehouses, train stations, liminal buildings that contain hidden doors, portals, triggers. You walk through them accidentally, and that's it. You're gone.